Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Faithful Faith TV. How are you all doing wherever you're watching me from? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you so much for all the lovely support. Thank you so much. May Almighty God bless you all. And if this is your first time of seeing this face or coming across this channel, this is Faithful Faith TV. Please subscribe, share, comments. Also give me a lovely faithful thumbs up, and also there's a bell icon at the side. Hit on that bell that you will be notified each time I upload any new video. Thank you so much. So today's video is another answering some of the questions that people have been asking. Also, one thing I noticed since I started sharing things about land, house, and all that stuff, I can say that people are very interested. Of course, whatever you have interest on, you will like to know more. It's normal, So today I have a couple of questions that I'm going to be answering, and also chipping in some good vital information. So I know I don't want to waste time. Let me just go straight into it. First, somebody was asking, said, okay, what if I have money to buy a land and I do not have money to put a survey on it or to fence it, put gates on it and all of that? I said, my brother, I won't deceive you. If you don't have if you don't have money to do a fence on your land, survey it, put a gate on it, I will say stop. Don't buy. You see, there's something that my father-in-law told us at the time we were in Benin. We just came back from Africa about a month plus now. It's going to 2 months. At the end of this very month, it will be 2 months that we came back. He said, gone are those days that you will buy a land, you will leave it sitting there. There is no activities on it, like somebody using it to make farm, like somebody using it to do anything, like you are not building on it. In fact, there is nothing on the land. The land is just there. You see, somebody can get into that land and start using it. Because anybody, think about it this way. Anybody that can come into another man's land, you did not pay for it. You did not give the person the money to buy the land. You did not contribute anything. And you did not also take permission to use it to start doing farming and all of that stuff. And you just boldly go into that land and start doing anything you want to do. Do you not know that that person can take you off this world? If you step and drag with him, that land, he can do anything to you. Are you not afraid of somebody that will just come into your land and start doing anything that he or she wants to do? You can say that that person can go any miles to take you off the way. So you don't want that kind of situation. You better put a fence on it and survey your land. If you go home to sleep, you sleep with your 2 eyes closed. I know that I also mentioned this in my previous video. So you asking it is like, I would have referred you back to my video, but there's no need. Just let me answer the question. My darling, if you don't have your money for survey, just like you have money to purchase your land, I will say wait. Save up to it. Be patient. Wait. I mentioned it in my previous video. I will say again, wait. God will do it for you. You that have money to buy the land, definitely you will have money to put a fence and to survey your land. It is very important. Okay, that's it. Again, this is another thing that I want to chip in, My darling brothers and sisters, if you want to buy a land, one thing that I will plead with you guys, this is very, 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 very important for anyone that is listening or watching. It is important that you first of all ask questions. Anyway, before I go further, let me start with this. I am not going to be talking about marriage today, so just listen to this. You know, in those days, our grandmothers, during the time of our grandmothers, our fathers, our grandfathers, our mom, you know, during that time, whereby a guy or a man has seen a beautiful flower, as they used to call it those days. I think they still say it like that still today. You know, they will say to you, they have found a beautiful flower in your home to pluck, to do that. You see, when they have indicate their interest, the kingsmen from your own place, they will go as far as going to that guy's going to that guy's community to ask and inquire about your family, because they just want to know whether your family is getting into a good family, getting into a good hands, or also not marrying from Osu family. Osu simply means an outcast. Do you understand? So they just want to know that any of these things is not involved. And again, they want to know, because there are some family that you will get married into, you must bury your first child, for sure, or the woman must delay. You will be surprised that in that family, you will see that everybody in that family has married the second time, because everybody that married, either you marry your first husband, you must delay, or you marry your first wife, must delay. Everybody has married for the second time, so you don't want to go into that family. If they notice that something like that always occurs in that family, they will not allow you to marry. This was what they were doing those days, checkmating themselves, making sure that everything is fine, their daughter or their son is going into a good family. Those are what they do those days. Even as they are checkmating the guy's family, the guy's family are also checkmating the guy's family to see that their daughter is not going into a bad family. So, do you know that that is the same attitude we are supposed to have today, in case you are buying a land or you want to buy a land? It is very, very important that you go and inquire about the land you want to buy. Go to that community, ask questions. Don't just base it because somebody told you, or you know, or that, or you base it on the land is very, very cheap. That area is well developed, it's close to the road, it's close to the junction, it's close to this. Listen, throw all that away. See, let your mind be on what you are going for. Don't do the level of it's cheap, the area is very good, oh, I have been eyeing that area, is what I want, is that, is this. Don't do that. What you need to do is to make sure that it's a genuine land. It's very, very important. And you will make sure there is no dispute on that land. You will make sure that the land, in fact, let me sum it up. You will make sure that the land is clean. Also, the same with the owner of the land. And one thing I noticed about Benin land, they do more of community. You will be surprised that wherever you want to buy the land, it might be in Sapler Road or what's it called? What's this place? Oluku side. They will tell you, oh no, it's owned by community. It's owned, except you see directly the one that owned by. Okay, say for example, now I've got a land to sell. Then I can sell to you because it's coming directly from me to whosoever I want to sell it to. But one thing I noticed about Benin is owned by community, or there is also some area that is governed by youth. So all these things, you need to know all of these things, and you also need to get up. Don't be lazy about it. Don't say, oh, it's bush. Don't say, it's this. I don't want to go. No, 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 no. It is very important that you use your eye to see. It is very important that you go back there and ask. Number two, also do not depend on, of course, we have agents, which you know. Probably the agent it happens to be your childhood friend in secondary school, in primary school, or you live in the same area, you live in the same compound. Listen, 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 listen. Don't do all of those things. This is serious business. Huh? Don't base it on whether you know the guy, whether he knows you, whether you went to the same school. Make sure, even if the guy is the agent, he has gone to show you the land, also forget about that. Go on your own and inquire about that land, whether it's genuine. I'm telling you, it's very, very important. If the land is not genuine, you will see, before you ask one or two or three or five elders in that community, they will call you, my son. No, 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 no. I hope you've not given anybody money concerning this land. The land, there has been a big fight on this land. This land is this land. They will tell you everything that you need to know. Let me quickly chip in this and tell you a little bit of what happened, how God delivered us on one land we were about to buy many years ago. So this land, a long story short, they called us to say, oh, this land, I found this land is in this area, is in this area. And the first thing that came to my mind was, have you inquired about this land, whether it's clean, whether it's genuine, whether it's, oh yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Do you know what happened? Long story short, my own person went to check on that land. At the end of the day, it happened that the land is being bought by 3 people. 3 people. So assuming that we paid for the land, we would have been the 4th customer. Can you believe that? One particular land, you've already sold the land to 3 people, 3 different people, and the land has been in courts. They have been judging the case, going every day to court concerning this land. And meaning that, assuming we bought the land, we would have been the 4th customers that will also be in the court, going to court, going to court. And this is the sad thing about land. That is why I say to you guys, open your eyes. Don't base everything you are told by what your agent told you. You go around and see. Okay, do you know what happened? The 3rd person that bought that land, that paid for that land, happens to be a woman. And the woman doesn't live in Africa. The woman lives in Europe. So after the woman has paid for the land, you know, she went there. Probably those 2, only God knows how long they've been fighting about this land. So this lady innocently paid for the land and went to start doing her building, you know, everything. Before you know, the lady fell. According to what they told us, the lady fell. Immediately she stepped her foot in that land, she fell. Before you know, they carried her home. Before you know what is going on, the lady is no more. As in, the lady has deleted. Like joke, like joke. You see, the problem now went from not only that the matter has been in the court, now went into family. Now the family of the lady are demanding that their sister owns that land. So for that simple reason, she hasn't got any land or any house or any property anywhere. That is the only property they know that she purchased. So that is the only property she's got. So they are going to bury her there. You see, the land matter has gone from being not only being in court, now there is a dead body on the land. So the family of the lady said, no, we are going to bury our sister on this land. She owns the land. Ha. It became a serious big case. You say what I am sharing here, or what you see this little story. This is not a cook-up story, or this is not a make-up story. This is a true life story. Assuming we paid for that land, we would have been the number 4 person that paid for that land. So, if that lady, for example, that lady had gone back to inquire about that land, to snoop around, to check around, to know whether the land is genuine, maybe she wouldn't have fallen deep into that trap, or she wouldn't, in fact, she wouldn't have been a dead person today. Probably she would have still been alive, living her life, doing her thing. But because of just one plot of land, the lady is no more. So you don't want to fall into that kind of trap. Because when money has entered somebody's hand, when money has entered somebody's pocket, they don't know how to bring the money back. In fact, they want to remove you from this surface so that the money will belong to them, so that they will not pay the money back. So be very careful. That is why I say to you, don't depend only on what your friend told you. There is a land here, there is a land here. And again, there's something that happened to us in Benin. How I wish that we also went to inquire about that area, about that land. Probably the mess that we also find ourselves. That's why I'm sharing this. Probably we would have not gotten into this kind of mess today. But all thanks to my dad-in-law. He stepped into the case. Everything was fine. Like we can be able to sleep. We can be able to relax. But a lot went down. So you don't want your own to be like that. It is very important that you go on your own. Don't feel lazy about it. Go to that community. Ask questions to know whether the person that is posing that is the owner of the land, whether he's the true owner of the land. So that is number 2. Another one I want you to know, one thing I noticed about Ogun State. What I noticed about Ogun State is way different from what I noticed in Benin. This is where I want you to focus on. See, in Ogun State, they do more of family, but in Benin they do more of community. It's a community land. That's more of what you hear in Benin. But in Ogun State, what you hear is what they normally say is family land. Family. The land is owned by family. Probably maybe 2 or 3 family has got this massive land. So in case you are buying from Ogun State, demand to see everybody that is involved, especially the senior men that are in this both family. All of this family. Demand to see all the senior men, because all those senior men are very important. They have a very vital role to play, because they have got the final say. I'm telling you, I'm holding my ear saying this. They have got the final say, because don't give ear to anything that you're going to say. As far as you have all those senior men in the family, you are fine. And everybody will sit together and you talk about it, because you might eventually listen to one part. They will tell you, the amount I want to sell is 100 naira. I'm just making an example. And you will say, oh, the land is good. The area is developed. Probably this family might just be the one that they don't care. Their own is to just grab money and go. Probably the other family is the cool-headed one. So all these things you have to make sure that, yes, you follow all these things. Your eye, when you are buying, your eye should be on the ground. I'm telling you, don't be distracted with anything. So you demand to see everybody in the family, so that when you talk about everything, is said and signed. Because you might eventually pay to one family. At the time the other one will come, the other one might tell you that, no, I am not going to agree to that price. The price I'm going to sell is 200 naira. By so doing, you are going to cover out another 100 naira to add to the 100 naira that you've already paid. So it will be very, very important and ideal that everybody that are in that family are there. Then you can talk about anything you want to talk about. If they decide on anything, you are not, in fact, your strength cannot carry what they have decided, you can simply tell them, no, I cannot afford it. It's too much for me. Probably they will go on their own and have their little family meeting. They'll come back to you to tell you, okay, they can do for maybe 200, 300. Then if it's what your strength can carry, you can agree and say, okay, yes. But make sure everything that you're supposed to know, everything that you're supposed to have, like the family receipt, all the documents that they are supposed to give you after you pay for your land, make sure you ask before you pay, and they will give you all of this document. It is important that they give you all of this document. Do you understand? So if you don't know, or if you know you cannot remember, you need to write all of them in a piece of paper or in a little note, so that you remember everything that they must give you. These things are very, very important. And another one that I know that there are Omoniles that also sell land. Okay, this is the tricky one here. There are Omoniles the boss. Omoniles the boss, as I call them, is the one that stays in the office. Then Omoniles of the bush is the one that you see in every corners of the bush. All that area, the bushes in that area, you will see all of them walking around, checking who is building, who is working. Those one might whisper to you that they have land for sale. Demand to see for their Omonile or gatherers in the office. Go to their office and meet with them. Then you talk with the Omonile, the Oga, which is, as we know, the boss. Then sit with him and talk. If there are 2 or 3 that owns that land, make sure you demand to know whether he's the only one or there's another person involved. These things will help you. Do you understand? Don't do with these ones in the bushes. You see in all parts of the bushes, they are running around. They have their boss. Demand to see for their boss. Demand for them to take you to their boss. Do you understand? That is another one. Again, make sure all the land they are going to show you, make sure you also go back to go and just like the way I taught you about the Benin. Go back there. That community, before you ask question, you will see anyone that will tell you, yes, those people are the rightful owner. They are the real family. Another person might come and they will tell you that this family, they are troublesome family. See where you will meet the right people. They can even direct you to them. So these things are the little things that you think that doesn't make sense. It really makes a lot of sense. These things are the things that you need to know and follow it up, and make sure that you see the right person before you commit yourself. Okay? All right, like I said before, I have a place to be now. I will leave you here, my darling people. This is all I can give you. Again, let me run it again. Before you buy any land, or even if they've taken you to show you any land, go to that community to ask. Go to that community, because what, like I said before, what I am telling you now, if we had asked question around, because there are some community that you don't just want to go to purchase land from them. There are some communities that are troublesome, because when you, those days, I remember that when you buy a land, the people that are in charge or involved are the elders. But today, what you see, especially in Benin, are the youths. So you don't know the people that govern that area. It might be the youths, it might be the elders. So these things are the things you need to know, my darling people. All right, just so let me tell you this. We have a mini estate, a land for sale, a property, whichever one you want. If you want to purchase a land, just give me a ring as usual. Or if you want to purchase a building, you know, like 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 3-bedroom flats, 2-bedroom flats, whichever one you want. If you want to sign on off plan, no problem. If you also want to wait until the whole thing is completed, no problem. Whichever one you want to do, just give me a ring, then we'll take it up from there. We have 2-bedroom, we have 3-bedroom. Whichever one you want to do, my darling people, just give me a ring, and I will leave my details. I will leave my details in front of the screen. So like I said, we have land for sale. We have also 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom coming up. So my darling people, don't let this great opportunity pass you by, because there are some people who want to do this, you know, whereby they will be paying instrumentally for maybe 1 or 2 years. You don't know, it depends. Then at the end of the day, they are so scared, because they don't want to commit themselves, and the people are not the rightful people. And again, I'm telling you, this one, you do this, you will be at peace, and you will sleep with your 2 eyes closed. I always say that. So don't let this great opportunity pass you by. Don't let this great opportunity once again pass you by. All right, I leave you here. May Almighty God bless you. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Support your darling sister, okay? Support me. I know you people are good people. You have been supporting me. So if you that is watching this video have not subscribed, come on, subscribe, share, comment. Leave me a comment. I want to know what you think in the comment section. And also, there's a bell icon at the side. Come on, hit on that bell, that you will be notified each time I upload any new video. Thank you so much. May Almighty God bless you. See you in my next video. Bye bye.